Hey, what's up you guys? Well, hey, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. If you are new here, thank you so much for checking out my channel. And I will also personally ask you to check out a different video first, because today I'm kind of just going to be filling you guys in on why I haven't been posting for the last few weeks. And it's not a fun video. So if you want to see kind of like my usual kind of videos, just check out literally anything else. And this is definitely more of like a real kind of like venting thing. So I'm just gonna get into it. This is actually the second time I've tried to record this because I keep getting like really emotional. And so I'm gonna try and not do that. But as you guys can see, I don't have makeup on, but I do have like a makeup down here, and I'm about to stream on Twitch after I film this video and upload it and everything. I really am not like super excited to make this video, mostly because that involves me being open and like vulnerable, and I hate that so much. But I do have a it's like a policy or like a rule within myself, to where I like to keep it as real as possible with people, and I feel like that needs to happen on my channels as well. So whether that be like Twitch or YouTube, like not everything's glamorous all the time, and I don't always have makeup on, and sometimes I'm straight out of the shower, or I'm just like not always put together, and I feel like that is more realistic than always being like face-tuned and beautiful and just like always put together. And that's just not the case, guys. It's just not, and it's not for anybody, and that's not the kind of facade that I want to like put on, if that makes sense. I just want to be open and honest with you guys from the start, because I feel like you guys are open and honest with me, and I appreciate all of you guys so much for watching. And it's been like 3 weeks, and I like debated on posting this today, and I almost put it off again, but it needs to happen. I've been feeling so just like anxious, and I feel like anxiety and depression have just like hit me like a wrecking ball lately, and I've kind of distanced myself from people in general, and I just really didn't have the energy to like go into a video and act like everything was okay, because it wasn't. And I stopped streaming on Twitch for a little while. Granted, I wasn't like as consistent with Twitch. I was just like not doing very well, and I wanted to come home and just hide under the blanket and just not have to talk to people. And I didn't want people to ask me how my day was, because it was sad and it was not fun, and that is unfortunate, but that's what's been going on with me. I've been taking everything kind of extremely personally lately, and I don't mean to. It just kind of all sits in my brain, like whether it's a way that one of my friends says something, or the way that a coworker says something, or a look that someone gives, and it's like it shouldn't even be that way, but it is. And I was going to put on my makeup and then film this, but I thought about it, and I was like, if I get emotional again, my makeup's just gonna be running, and then I have to refix it, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna film this. I'm gonna try and edit it as little as possible. I'm gonna try and not edit it like at all if I can. But you guys know me, I trip up on my words, and sometimes I just like mess up. But back to the main point, it's like I had gone back home for a weekend to visit my friends, and there were like little things that sat with me. I had met new people, and I thought that our conversation was going really well, and I was really excited, because usually being around people and having to engage with people in real life now, the older that I get, the harder that it gets, and it becomes such an anxious moment for me. Like, are they gonna like me? Are they gonna hate me? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, are we gonna get along? And am I gonna say the wrong thing? Am I gonna be annoying? Like, all of these different things are just going through my mind. Meanwhile, that person's probably just like, hi, you know, I don't know. So I was hanging out with some friends, and I met new people, and again, anything that I talk about in this video, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not, like, it's nothing personal. It's not to attack anybody. It's nobody's fault for how I'm feeling. These are just kind of things that have clutched on in my brain that really shouldn't have been a big deal. and I was talking with these two people, and my friend looks at both of them separately at different points in time and is like, sorry, I forgot to warn you that she talks a lot. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I just played it off like it wasn't a big deal. But in my brain at that point, it was kind of like, well, should I just shut up now? Because I thought I was getting along really well with those people, and I thought that everything was going really well. And it turns out that, like, I guess I was just being annoying, and I didn't even realize it. I don't know. Maybe she just thought I was being annoying. I don't know. I feel like maybe she's just used to, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So that was one thing. And then I hung out with another friend, and I was, like, joking around with them, and I had said, like, I don't know what they were talking about. They were talking about, like, some model or something like that. Or I don't remember what we were talking about. And I had said something along like, oh gosh, no, like, so out of my league, like, and they were like, oh, I'm so over your insecure bit. And I was like, what bit? Like, what are you talking about? Because it's just like, there are times where I literally don't see myself as attractive or as engaging or as outgoing as everybody seems to see me as. Like, everybody tells me that I'm a super outgoing person. And a few years ago, like, I would have believed you. I would have outright just said, yeah. And now I'm just kind of like, what? Because I don't feel like I am. I feel like it, like, I really, really have to be in the mood to be around people to, like, enjoy it. And that doesn't happen very often anymore. And then there's just moments where, like, I can see friends either, like, rolling their eyes or, you know, I've done something to, like, upset them, or it's little things, and it starts to feel like my existence is just too much sometimes. And I'm by no means saying that I want to, like, die or anything. I just feel like sometimes it might be easier if I just, like, up and, like, left. And I know that that sounds selfish to say, and I don't need anyone to comment on this and say, like, oh, it's fine, it's gonna be okay, like, blah, blah, blah. I don't need that, because it's like, I know those things. You can say them 1,000,001 times, but I can't just get it out of my head. I don't know. And I've tried thinking positively. I tried surrounding myself by more positive people, and there are moments in time where I'm great, and this is what's so confusing to me, is like, nothing's going wrong right now. So it's like, I don't understand it. It's like I could be having a perfectly fine moment in life and everything's finally going well, and then just out of the blue, bam, like, sad. And it's like all the time, and it's uncontrollable, and it just feels like it's too much. And I just don't want to. Like, there are certain people that I do want to talk to or stuff like that, but it's usually just when we're playing video games. It's like, hey, do you want to play this game? Because they're fun and they're great people, and it's like, when we're playing video games, it's a completely different distraction from the world than having to sit and talk about my life problems, you know? And I know that everybody has adulthood going on, and everybody's dealing with their own issues, and everybody has things going on. It's not just Nicole. Like, the world doesn't just revolve around Nicole, and I'm aware of that. And it just starts to feel like, if I open up, or if I speak about what's on my mind or what's kind of bothering me, it comes off as being a negative Nancy, or complaining, or whining, or being a baby. And just, I don't mean it like that. I just need to get it out. And I realized that it hit me more because usually when I start drinking, I become a very, like, funny person, and I'm really, like, happy, and I just want everyone to have a good time. But lately, if I drink, I'm uncontrollably emotional. Like, I'm just so sad. And that's not because of the alcohol. That's just literally because I'm sad. Like, I'm just sad, and I feel like there's a lot of heaviness in me, and when there's, like, drinking and stuff involved, it's just too much. And when I'm drinking and I'm sad, I don't know how to control all of the thoughts all at once. And so I try to reach out to my friends, but granted, then you're just drunk crying. And so, you know, one of my friends told me, like, hey, just stop reaching out. And I know that they didn't mean it, like, maliciously, but that was someone that I felt like I could relate to, in that sense. And what that told me was, like, even having that, like, that wasn't even the first time. It was just kind of like, I've had that conversation where I've tried telling them, like, hey, you know, like, you're a great person, like, you should don't feel sad, like, or not don't feel sad, but like, you matter, you know what I mean? Like, these are all of the reasons why you matter, and they got mad at me, and I just, I don't understand. So I've just decided to just kind of back off altogether with that friend and just let them live, because it's less annoying that way. But then it kind of feels like with all of my other friends, there's like this lingering, like, Nicole, like, I feel like I'm the kind of person that you have to like really prepare yourself to hang out with. I mean, at least I used to be, but I feel like everybody knows like the older side of me. And I moved away from home like 2 years ago, and so a lot of my friends haven't seen me regularly, and they still have, and I can't be mad at them, like, they're not around me all the time to know this. And so when I am around them, I'm kind of like my old self, but I'm not that person, if that makes sense. It's like the jokes and the way that I behave with them definitely comes out, like, that's just how I am with these people. But then the old side, like, where I used to, like, my anger was like out of, like, through the roof, and all of the different things, like, I'm just not that person anymore, and I feel like they don't get to see that. And so it's really like disheartening when I hear them refer to me in a way that I know that I'm not. And so then when I hear it enough, or when I see certain facial expressions, or I don't know, it's exhausting to try and feel okay, and to just constantly be thinking about these things, and to just try and distance myself enough to where, like, people are able to just kind of enjoy their lives, and they don't have to worry about, is Nicole okay? Like, do I have to make sure that she's all right? Like, I don't want anyone to feel like they have to fix me. And I just have found it easier, you know, to just do it on my own. And it's not easier necessarily, it's kind of harder, but I don't know. And adulthood, I don't care what anyone tells you, adulthood sucks, like, for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're successful, if you're, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? Like, it doesn't matter if you're broke, rich, successful, happy, not happy. Like adulthood sucks, okay? It's there's a lot of things. You think that you get like a handle on one thing, and then bam, it's like, oh, guess what? Boom, something else. But everybody is also growing up, and they're starting families, and they're living their lives, and they're figuring out what they want from life. And it's really hard, because I feel almost like they're forgetting about me too. And it's like, I don't need constant attention. I also don't want you guys to think that, because it's not that. Like, I can go months without talking to my friends, and then bam, we're having a conversation and everything's good again. And it's like we just never had like time in between. But I just almost feel like now I ask my friends, like, hey, do you want to hang out? Oh, well, let me see if so-and-so wants to go. Or, oh, me and so-and-so are going there. Or I'm like, oh, you need to come visit. Oh, well, me and so-and-so are planning a trip up there. Like, I just miss my friends, you know. I miss my family. And there it is. I did pretty good not getting there, but there it is. I just miss having everyone there, and it's a struggle between growing up and, like, also, like, I'm in that kind of phase too, but I mean, it's just me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not married, I don't have kids, it's nothing like that, you know what I mean? And so for me, it's easy to just up and go, but it's hard because a lot of my friends are now getting married, having babies, and like engaged, and just living their best life. And don't get me wrong, I'm extremely happy for all of them. I am, and I'm just like I'm just like the mom of the group, where I just like, I'm excited for you, but I also need to express my concern, and that I want everybody to succeed, and I also feel almost like left behind at the same time. Not because I don't want to be a part of any of those things right now, but I feel like everybody's kind of moving forward together, and they all like understand each other, and then there's just me. And like, I'm kind of past like I want drinking friends to go out all the time with, like, but I'm not at like, I want to sit and talk about your kids. I don't. I love them, but I don't want to sit and talk about mom things. Like, I want to have that time. Like, I want to have that girl time or like family time, and I just want to be able to like have fun with my friends again. And I feel like there's like maybe one or two friends that are still like that, and I get it, everyone's growing up, it's just a part of life, and it's a hard transition because you just feel left behind, and it's a lot because now you've got your own issues mixing with these that are very easily understandable. I'm not saying I'm annoyed that anybody has those things. I'm very happy for them. If they're happy, I'm happy for them beyond words. Like, you guys have no idea. But I also can't shake that feeling that I miss having that one time with my best friends and with my family and with my cousin and with just people in general. And everything takes planning now, and it's just like, it's never ending. Like, I miss being able to jump in the car with my friends and just go for a night drive by the ocean, and just being able to sit in the car and eat junk food and talk about just like stupid stuff and watch stupid YouTube videos with my friends and just be silly. And I feel like into adulthood, I don't have that anymore. And now everything is, let's grab coffee, or well, we're having this baby shower, or I'll see you at the wedding, or and it's, again, nothing bad, like, coffee's growing on me, but it's just, I don't know if the message is getting across. It's just I miss those simplistic moments. It's not about exactly the things that we do, but I just miss those moments and that genuine one-on-one time with people, and it feels lonely. That's the point. And it starts to feel like I no longer relate to the people in my life, and that really sucks, guys. That really sucks, because I love them all so much. But point is, I will be okay. I just have these moments where I'm not okay, and having to interact with humans is a lot. And it's not even just those things that I talked about. It's literally just like a collection of things. Those are just some things that have kind of been in my brain. But if I sat here and talked to you about everything that's been just funneling in the front of my brain, this video would be like an hour long. So we're not going to do that. But again, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm extremely happy for all of my friends and my family and my loved ones, and I want everyone to thrive, and I want them to be happy, and I want them to feel like they are able to be themselves. But right now I just don't feel like I can be myself with anyone. And kind of jumping back into Twitch, it's not even like the promotion part of it, it's just quite literally like, I don't know if it's just a generation thing to where everything's now become online, to where it's easier to sit here and talk to you this way than to sit one-on-one with someone, because I feel like here I'm just able to get it out, right? And you can either comment or not comment, and I'd prefer nobody comment, honestly, good or bad. I just prefer no comment, but if it goes on the internet, I can't help it. But with Twitch, I've started to interact more with people, and I've started to really get to know people, and I've met some really great people on Twitch, and that's kind of what's gotten me out of the funk. And I've met some really, really, really amazing people, and interacting with them, and they're so supportive, and they get it, you know what I mean? They understand me, and I feel like that in itself has been something to look forward to, and it's been a lot more enjoyable to do, and it's been really, really great. So please know that I will be okay. And if you're going through something like this, you will be okay as well. It will be fine. It's just life. It happens. There are moments, and anxiety and depression suck booty hole, but you will get through it, you know? And if there's anything that I can tell anyone who doesn't necessarily have anxiety or depression, and I'm not saying that you have to have those things to feel this way, but if you know someone who's trying to reach out for help, please pay attention to your friends. whether it's their tweets or their subtweets or their retweets or things that they say or the way that they interact. Are they becoming more distant? Are they sad more often? Are they acting different? Are they always triggered by something? Like, pay attention, because all it takes is one, are you okay? Or do you need to talk? Or hey, you really matter and I love you. Thank you for being in my life. It literally just takes one word, hi. Like, it doesn't take much, guys. Just please pay attention to your friends and your family and your coworkers, because I see so often people are sad, and then one celebrity dies and all of a sudden it's, well, you need to, suicide prevention is like a huge thing, and we had no idea. But then if you really go back, they left clues, guys. And more often than not, people feel like they can't go to people because it feels like a burden. And it's, again, nobody's fault if that happens. But it is an unfortunate, choice that happened. But all I'm saying is, whether you realize it or not, you can absolutely make a difference in your friend's life, because not everybody is able to convince themselves it's going to be okay. Sometimes it is very unfortunate, but it just gets worse and worse and worse. And instead of just feeling like they want to die, they actually try it. So please, if there's one thing you take out of this video, just pay attention and just ask if your friends are okay. And don't forget that, yes, we're all living our lives, but sometimes we just need someone to check in on us. And they're not always just complaining online, guys. Sometimes that in itself is a cry for help. So before anything else happens to anyone, please reach out to them. And even if they get mad at you for reaching out, just do it, because at least they know someone noticed, and it's not for attention. Again, it's sometimes verbally, you can't get out the words, I need help, I need someone to talk to. Don't tell them not to ask you for help. Don't tell them that it's not okay. Don't tell them that they're being annoying. Don't tell them to get over it. Don't tell them to calm down. Like, just let them talk. Just listen and help them. Just if you can't help them seek help. There are hotlines and apps, and BetterHelp is like a thing, and there's just tons of ways to help. And I feel like if there's one thing that this generation needs, it's empathy and understanding, because I feel like we've lost that. And this is now a 20-something minute long video, so I'm going to go. That is it. I'm done. Videos should be back next week, and I don't know if anybody made it this far into the video, but thank you for watching if you did. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.